Hi Virat, welcome to BW Marketing World's event. We are very thrilled to have you with us. I have a few set of questions for you. I hope you're all geared up.
Yeah, Soumya, thanks a lot. Thanks for the opportunity.
Okay. So I want to understand it. This is a year of a global slowdown as we see. However, India is still standing at a shining spot. What is your prediction as a marketeer around the growth patterns as well as the marketing spends in the coming year? Do you think they will be on a growth trajectory or stay a little restrained? What is your prediction, so to say?
So, as we speak, we are not looking like India is going to see a very big slowdown as we
Okay.
speak. But yeah, there have been global cues on markets taking a bit of a dip on the demand side. From a marketing spends or an ADEX point of view, what I believe is that I'm not too sure whether we will grow tremendously next year from an
Okay.
overall ADEX point of view. But what will be very important is I think all of us will become more cautious,
Okay.
more value driven, and more ROI driven in whatever we spend in the rest of 2023 and also in the full year 2024.
Okay.
By the end of this year, how our festivals turn out, how our uh, turn of the year comes around for all of us,
Yeah.
not only in auto but for all the categories, will define how we set up our budgets for next year.
Sure.
But yeah, we all are already a little bit more cautious. I think we'll go for a lot more performance driven marketing than otherwise.
Okay, understood. Okay, so you're a marketer riding in the age of AI and technology. I'd want to understand what are some of the short term and long term trends that you've observed after the arrival of generative AI and while you make your marketing decisions. So, how has that generative AI also influenced your marketing decisions at large?
So yeah, see, AI per se has been around for decades.
Correct.
It is the immense evolution of AI in the last, say, 5 to 8 years, which is basically leading a higher impact on communication and advertising
Correct.
and just simply speaking, content generation.
Correct.
I mean, the processing speed and the inclusion of large language models, etc., are giving us some kind of a, uh, I should say, multiplicity, hyper personalization capability of Gen AI.
Okay.
For us, we are still more cautious. We are in the pilot stage of experimenting with some of the tools that are available out there,
Okay.
mostly for content generation and also for digital marketing. But we are also very, very careful on using something like Chat GPT or Gen
Okay.
AI
Okay.
because there are a lot of pros, but there are a lot of cons. So there has to be a fine line between them becoming more humane in conversations
Correct.
to becoming cheeky
Correct.
or
Correct.
humorous, or the term that is being used in the AI parlance is hallucinate. So
Okay.
for us,
Okay.
we are very, very clear that whenever we go back to the consumer, in a high involvement product category like cars,
Okay.
we will go after most of the testing, most of the piloting is done. But yes, it is set to change the way we generate content,
Okay.
the way we communicate in this mass personalization environment. When us at Hyundai go on with it full fledged, it's yet to be seen. But yeah, there are pros and cons on the tech.
Understood. And how do you see the relationship between a marketeer and the agency evolve because of the arrival of generative AI?
So see, the marketeer and the agency relationship has been strong from day one.
Okay.
The only difference is the role of the agency or the skill set of the agency versus the role of the marketeer and the skill set of the marketeer.
Okay.
What we have seen in the past years is obviously digital is now becoming a very high percentage of the media
Correct.
spends.
Correct.
Digital always demanded a bit of tech expertise to come in.
Correct.
Now, as you asked on the previous question, technologies like Gen AI, predictive AI are coming in. There are MarTech tools that are very strongly
Correct.
dominating the
Correct.
spends. Also, what is important for us in this hyper tech environment is how we are observing or regulating brand safety on the internet.
Okay.
So all these things are now the prerogative of the agencies to know, the prerogative of the marketeer to include in their planning.
Correct.
So I'm not saying that we are getting a lot more of relationship evolving. It is just the skill sets on both sides have had a complete, has turned a complete page in the
Okay.
last say 5 years or so.
Okay.
So higher roles of digital agencies, maybe a little lesser role of the erstwhile above the line agencies. maybe the one agency look or the single buying window to get implemented more strongly. And I think this is just evolution that happens with in any space. It
Correct.
happened in manufacturing, it has happened in communication, it will
Correct.
happen in education.
Correct.
It's just that we have to be ahead of the curve.
Okay. So as we know, technology has come to the center stage, as you also mentioned in your answers. So has purpose, right? So we've had debates around purpose, sustainability issues, and woke washing as well. How much do you think, as a marketer and somebody who's been in the industry for so long, how much of this is actually a reality, and what can brands actually do to contribute to a larger business goal?
So I'm not too sure on to comment on how much of it is a reality and how much
Okay.
of it is not. But as you said, woke washing or greenwashing is something that is unfortunately happening, because if there is a buzzword in the category, people try to use it without developing the actual purpose or without
Correct.
developing the actual sustainability. But in a company like Hyundai, we are very, very strongly focused on sustainability globally. We have carbon neutrality targets at an HMC level, at a global level. In our plants, in our dealerships,
Yeah.
we actively have rainwater harvesting. We have LED lighting.
Okay.
We have dry washes for our cars. We have solar energy programs. And please understand, we are doing it for the purpose.
Correct.
We are not doing it for communication. We are doing it for a
For the
genuine
larger good.
purpose and
Yes.
a genuine cause.
Yeah.
The new Ioniq 5, the car that we launched early this year, has actually parts built out of sustainable materials.
Okay.
So the point is that first, all the marketeers or all the organizations should do and then show.
Okay.
It's first
And not vice
implement
versa.
and not vice versa.
Understood.
So it will be a pity if somebody is doing like that. And yes, greenwashing is now a term, as you just said.
Yeah.
But the aim is that the objective is to protect the planet, to make it last longer. I think one should be true to the purpose rather than just go for advertising.
Understood. Thank you so much for your time, Virat. Thank you.
Thank you very much.